G'day folks, welcome to another episode of Stuff and Such. Today we're going to be trying something kind of new. We have a couple auger blades that are semi-dull. They're more just, I guess, dinged up a little bit, not very much. I've never really tried to sharpen blades, but it can't be overly complicated. I think the trick is just to have quality sharpening stones, and I think if you have that on your side, you're good. Like I don't think you're gonna go doing this with an angle grinder or nothing like that, but I think if you hit it with a nice fine stone and just go easy, I think there's no reason why it shouldn't work. So let's get into it and see what happens. So what we have here is a nice Norton stone. It's a two-sided stone. I think I got this one off of Amazon for around 20 bucks. And if you're really doing much for much outdoor stuff, you really probably should have a good stone. This one serves me quite well. I don't know the exact grits, but maybe this is probably 600 or maybe 1000. It's pretty fine. This side's coarse, but not crazy coarse either. It's good correcting stone. This is a good polishing stone. So, first step here, you can feel there's some burrs on the back side. And this face here, you really don't want to get too wild with, but we do need to correct those a little bit. So I have some penetrating oil here. And you do want to use some sort of kind of a cleaner solvent type, so that way it keeps your stones nice and dressed. And as you can see, this one is kind of dirty, and just by that one quick spraying, it's already pulled some of the junk out of the stone. It really opens it up. So first thing we're going to do here is give a little spray. And just on the back side, just give a light little polish. Now it is going to be somewhat difficult to do, being as it is dished a bit. So we got to be careful we don't take off too much and affect that angle. It's getting better. You can kind of see it's cutting here and a bit along the main cutting edge, some right there. Now be very careful on this side. Less is more on this side, really. You don't want to do too much. Typically, your most removal will be coming from this face, but I'm just taking off those little curled over edges. So now you can kind of feel like most of them are gone. The little one's still right there. And that one's cleaned up on the bottom side there. And you can often feel it too when if you have rolled over wire edges on the back side, they'll often catch on your paper. So we'll put that one over there for now. Repeat that performance again. Now, a lot lot of places they'll sharpen your blades for fairly cheap, $5 to $10 depending. The problem with the reason I'm even trying this is because our area, you'd have to drive about an hour one way to get to the guy, and then he has to work on it for a bit, and then you have to go back, so it's really an inconvenient process. So if I can make it cut reasonably well, then I'll be quite happy. So that one cleaned up pretty nice. It's hard to feel sharpness when your hands are cold. So right now we actually got a really nice edge. So what I'm going to do here is just take a few swipes just to make sure we get all the wires off the back side. Nice, smooth, even strokes. Still got a little bit of burrs here. Hard without getting my hands in the way here, but you really want to apply that kind of pressure so you're against the flat, and then just smooth, even strokes. So there's a little burr right there still. We're going to go ahead and focus a little more on that corner. So because it's not flat, like it's curved, you do need to roll your hands as you pull, because you don't want to make any flat spots on there either. Another thing you can kind of do to test for how your cutting edge is if you run your fingernail just ever so slightly, you can feel where your rough spots are, but watch you don't slit your finger when you do that. So and so right here is a little bit chipped. Now, being that we have such a fine stone and we're just hand sharpening this, it'll take quite a bit to actually get those out, so I don't think I'm going to really worry about them too much. Because little chips aren't a huge issue. It's more those rolled over edges that are actually dull. So to me that's sticky sharp. So we'll put that one right there. I'm really liking how this is cleaning up this stone. Beautiful. So you can see how my fingers chattering all along there. It's needing a bit of work. So then next thing you gotta do is you gotta break that little rolled over edge from when you go like doing it like this, you're actually curling up that edge on this back side a little bit. So then you need to basically just break that edge. So you set it down and you just kind of pull it back. And that should get rid of that edge. Fairly easy process, but like they say, proof of the pudding is in the eating. So So let's slap these on and see how they work. Alright, so we're over at a bit of ice. There isn't a crazy amount of water here, but we'll see if she cuts. Let's hope so. There you have it, folks. Like I say, it's neither amazing nor awful. I've never had blades cut exactly like brand new out of the package. I think that's partly because of the difference in angles changes as you start to resharpen. But anyways, hopefully you like this video, and if you want, give her a whirl. We'll catch you in the next one, guys.